Women will love you and men will respect you. Being masculine and exhibiting high testosterone features is what makes you great as a man. And today, I'm gonna show you how to strengthen and lean into that masculine frame. And you need this video because you have been trained and programmed to believe that being a masculine man was a bad thing. Yet even though they say that, society still rewards men that hold their masculine frame and punishes those that believe that masculinity is toxic. You don't believe me? A great example of this. You need to stop being so nice. Everyone says they want a nice guy. You want a nice, for example, they studied this in a workplace, right? Everybody wants the nice guy at work. You would think that you would be rewarded if you just went with the flow and you were unassuming. Wrong. Research has found that men that are more communal and agreeable, for example, warm, caring, supportive, sympathetic, those type of men made significantly less in their lifetime than your stereotypical masculine man. These more agreeable men across multiple industries made a significant 18% less income. And when they were evaluated as less likely to ever have management potential. Similarly, these same nice guys have been evaluated as being less hireable and less competent for these managerial roles. One experimental study found that these same male managers that were more compassionate and always advocated more so for the team than for themselves were judged as being less competent and less likely to receive a promotion. Being a nice guy has the exact same effect with women. You would think that that's what they want. But at the end of the day, you're the guy that gets walked all over by the masculine man that knows exactly what he wants. So whether it's your career or in personal relationships, you have to stop being so nice. Number 2, you're lazy. Any guy who is lazy, who lacks motivation, and who lacks direction is less masculine. Your measure of masculinity is directly correlated to your own work ethic. And why that is great is because you are in complete control over that. There is no outside factor stopping you. And when I say work ethic, I'm not just talking about physical, like being a physical mule. I'm also talking about the work ethic and discipline to pursue the knowledge of stuff you don't even know yet. You should see it as your own job to self-improve. It is imperative to develop yourself, no one else's. Number 3, you're a broke man with rich man's dreams. You're delusional. You quit college because you thought it's not for you and every guru told you to stop. And now you're just sitting in your room with dreams of becoming rich. I picture that same, I can just picture the dude. You're living with your parents, you're in your room, you're playing Call of Duty, believing you're gonna become a millionaire someday because of some FBA course you just purchased. This is not saying that Amazon FBA doesn't work or you can't become a millionaire through it. It's saying that you are delusional to believe you're gonna become a millionaire by being a businessman on the side, by just believing you're gonna be a businessman, by just thinking about it. You have to understand that if this is the career you chose, not only is it gonna be a lifelong career of learning, it is a route of relentless work ethic where you will fail, where you will work Monday through Sunday and see no progress and have to continue to push to truly enter your masculine frame. Whatever it is that you do, whether it's academic, whether it's building your own business, whether it's creating content, whatever it is, you have to dedicate your life, especially your young years, into developing this. And at this point, you can pretty much click off. If you do these first 3 things, you're good. Actually, most of you have probably clicked off already, which is a good thing, because we're about to get into the really difficult stuff, into the stuff that will truly develop your masculine frame and strengthen it. We're gonna get to your core. We're gonna start by you stop being so nervous. No man will ever look masculine when he's jittering, when he's moving around, especially when he's talking to a girl. To stay calm in any situation, I want you to use the 3-2-1 method. Overthinking is what stops you from acting. You think about everything that could go wrong. You want to go talk to that girl, you get nervous, you start thinking, oh, what if she rejects me? What if she doesn't like me? What if she has a boyfriend? You truly try to convince yourself out of that difficult thing that you know you want to do. You're convincing yourself out of being brave. So next time you're in a situation where you're trying to convince yourself out of bravery, don't overthink, just clog your head, think 3, 2, 1, and move. Action. Number 5, stop begging. Stop begging. When it comes to women, too many of you beg, and I'm not saying you're physically begging by dropping down on your knees, you're begging with your actions. Your desperation is showing. You want to make sure you never look desperate. And by the way, this also applies to work. Right? When you're in negotiations, you never want to seem desperate. You never want to seem as if you're the guy that has more to win out of this situation. Never bang. Mistake unit number 6, you must remain faithful. Masculine men are faithful to their tribe, to the home they are entitled to protect. No one is forcing you to get married or to be in a committed relationship. If you choose to do so, then you must remain faithful. You must submit your animalistic tendency to want to cheat. I want you to elicit self-control and discipline in this area of your life, as this is the hardest area to elicit that self-control and discipline. If you can do it here, you'll be able to do it anywhere. Think about it this way. The reason you're lying, the reason you're cheating, the reason you're doing it behind your back is because you're too scared to tell her the truth. You're too scared of what you can lose. Masculine men are not scared. You must be upfront with everything, which takes us to the final thing. Showing vulnerability, asking for help. Being vulnerable, showing your weaknesses, showing that you're defeated. You will be penalized in life by this. There's studies to prove it. They are viewed as less competent, less capable, and less confident. And when men made themselves vulnerable by disclosing some sort of weakness at work, they were perceived as lower status. Do not be vulnerable. Do not show somebody else your weakness. Instead, talk to yourself. Right? Admit to yourself, where are your weaknesses? Everybody has shortcomings, and then you yourself have the discipline to go read a book, to go find a coach, to go find a mentor, to go find the information somewhere that's gonna fill the gaping hole that you have. Ignoring this area of self-improvement that you have to work on will inevitably lead mistakes and hardships down the road. So don't ignore the problem, do not be vulnerable about the problem, take action and work on it yourself.